Hi again, I'm up the unit again, and we have been working quite hard this morning to try and make space because I want to put my camper in the unit, but I have been buying again and I will show you what I've bought in a second. Yeah, we've just been basically moving everything to the other side because I want to get my camper in here pretty soon. I'll just turn you around and show you what we've done. So what I've done, I've moved the boxes over to this side and labelled them roughly what's in them so I can sort through them as and when. I've got some piles of shame still sitting about here, blowers, there, that's not too bad there. We've moved a lot of the grass boxes the other side. My T4 engine, which I'm going to try to get in a gap over there. This is a pile of shame, just stuff I've got to rip parts off and just scrap the carcasses. So yeah, that's the job I've got to do pretty soon, though. That is my scarifier, they shouldn't be in there. And we have another pile here, which I've got to sort through. But it's basically the same thing, just take some parts off and then the rest will just be dumped. Around this side is all my pile of mowers. There's some decent ones there to work my way through. So yeah, winter time, I'll try to do quite a lot of them. Oh look, what have we got there? We've got Laura. Do you want to say hello to the people?
Hello to the people.
We have another motorbike. Well, it's actually, yeah, another motorbike because I have got the MX100, which is my only proper motorbike. The rest are scooters or mopeds. So I bought this. I went to only buy this one. I was told it ran out of oil and just stopped. And when I went to get it, well, in between when I was arranging to go and get it, he put another one up for sale. And I won't tell you what that is, but that's newer. And I'm hoping, well, I bought both basically. I'm hoping I can sell the other one, so this one, it will be like a freebie. These are quite a good base to make custom bikes, like a cafe racer and things like that, or scrambler style. But is the engine any good or not? Will it be good or bad? It hasn't got oil in it, I don't believe. I haven't looked, it shows nothing in there. And I can see nothing in there. But the gears on the top look okay, and it does actually turn over. The battery's flat, but I pushed it in gear and it did turn over. But obviously I didn't want it to start with no oil in it. So I'm not really quite sure what's going on with this. He was very vague. He said it was his brother's, and his brother just gave up with it. It just went out and stopped. Then he said, could be no oil, or it could be the carb, or whatever. So I'm going to put some oil in it, and put a jump pack on it, and I'm going to see if it turns over. See what it sounds like. It may even start. I might be lucky and it might be okay. The annoying thing is I did look up an engine and I found one at a reasonable price, but I didn't want to go and buy that until I'd checked this one first, but now the other one's gone. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. But what I'm going to do, like I said, put a bit of oil in it. I'll do that off camera, put a jump pack up on it, and we'll see if there is anything wrong with it. You know, for all I know, they might have just drained the oil and then left it and not used it. I don't know. He seemed very vague. I don't think he knew much about bikes, but then again, he could have been clever and knew a lot about bikes, but didn't want to make out he did. But, you know, who knows? So, yeah, I bought two bikes. This is a Yamaha SR125. And the other one, I'm not going to tell you what that is, actually. It's a more common one, actually. But it's in better condition than that runs, but it has got a problem with the tick over. So we'll look into that another point, and I don't really want that one. So I shall sort that out and sell that on. But this one, I'd like to perhaps keep this one. Laura, you didn't hear that? I'd like to but I think this has had a few bob spent on it. The tyres are good. And it's had various other bits on it, he said, and I've got a bit of paperwork for it, and it's still MOT'd for nearly a year. And also the other one I think is MOT till May, but we'll go into that on another video. So the battery looks quite new, but it is flat. So I'm just going to undo that bolt there, put a bit of oil in it and see what we have. And then fingers crossed it turns over and doesn't sound bad. But if it's been started with oil, it could be all sorts of damage in there, who knows. And then I may have to just look for another engine. So I've got the jump pack on, I've put some oil in it. Didn't seem to take that much oil. I think it takes about 1 litre, and I didn't put as much as 1 litre in. So hopefully it is okay. We'll press the button and see. Doesn't sound terrible. Tell you what we'll do, we'll just spray a bit of carb spray in there. Probably more than I needed to, but let's just have a go and just see if it fires. I have got all the settings right. What I'm going to do, I think, is just undo the screw so I can put the carb spray straight into the carb rather than through there. And yeah, we might get it to fire up. I'm thinking the compression does sound a little bit low, but it's hard to really tell. But it has got oil in it now and it's turning over. And he said it never did seize, so we'll see. So we'll try it again. I've took the sort of rubber pipe off so I can spray straight into the carb now. It's a replacement carb on it, so it doesn't fit brilliantly, but we'll see if we can get it to do anything. If not, I'll take the spark plug out and we'll put a bit down there. What I'm going to do is take the spark plug out and just have a look and see if it's got a spark. So we'll now look to see if it's got a spark. And it has, which I was hoping in a way it wasn't going to have, but I'll put some fuel down the bore there or some carb spray and then we'll see if it fires then. If not, it's going to have a compression issue and could have possible top end damage. Sounds right at the bottom, I think, but we'll have a look. So that's not good really. What damage has it done? We're gonna have to look at this another day. But it has got spark, it's got oil in it now. It turns over okay. Just do it once more. I think the engine can probably be saved. I'm hopeful it can be. It doesn't sound seized or there's no horrible squeaky noises or anything. It just doesn't seem to have much compression. I haven't got my compression tester up here. I'll bring that up here and then we can have a look at what the reading of that is and then go from there. And it's not that hard to take the top off. There's the head got to come off and the whole lot. And then I'd be able to see more what's going on. But yeah, we'll revisit this one. So for today, I'm done up the unit. I've got to get on with other stuff away from the unit. So yeah, I've just run out of time. I'd like to have delved into this further, but that's going to have to wait for another day. Unfortunately, as you saw, it wasn't a quick fix. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be. So yeah, there's going to be a bit more work to do on this one. But then again, I did get it cheap, and that was the reason I got it cheap, because they said the engine was sort of no good. We might be able to save the engine. If not, we're going to have to look for another one. But yeah, that's all in the future. But I'll be getting on with that pretty soon because I want to put the compression test on it. And then if that's reading low compression, I'll take the head and that off and then we'll delve into it further. There's lots of other bits going on when I have the time. There's my VW-T4 van engine conversion. If you look back on my videos, I've done about, I think about 6-7 videos on this. And the replacement engine, the TDI engine, is in it, and that's an engine out of a Mark III Golf TDI, when the van before only had the ABL engine, only turbo diesel that was. The I makes all the difference with power. So that's coming on pretty well, and I have started doing a bit of the wiring now, connecting some of that up, and that video is about half done. So yeah, halfway through the next video of this, so that should be up pretty soon. I could do with getting that on the road because my work van does need a bit of work done on it. mainly cosmetic stuff, and I'd like to be using this, and then I could put that Mercedes Sprinter in here and get on with some of the cosmetic stuff. This was on a video the other day, a little Yamaha 50cc Neos. I do need one part for that, as I mentioned on that video, and that's the underbelly pan bit of plastic. I have found that, but it's £53 new. Yeah, it's not a bad price for a new part, but I would like to have found a second-hand part for, say, 25. So we might just wait a little bit longer to see if I can pick up a cheaper part. It was quite cheap, cost me £75, this did, but they're not worth a fortune, so I don't want to throw too much money at this. So we'll just hold fire on that at the moment, and I'll decide. If I get nearer to sort of Christmas time and in the new year when I have some time off work, I may buy the part if I haven't found it before, and then I can get on with that. We'll just see how it goes with that one. There's my Subaru, getting a bit dusty, or quite dusty actually. I should write on it, fix me, because it's needed being fixed for a long time. Yeah, the sump's leaking, and I still haven't sorted that. I've done a video ages ago when I went away in it, and I was a bit worried because the sump was leaking quite a lot. I've got all the new parts. They're in the back. It's just a matter of getting on with it, and it won't actually take me that long. A lot of the reason I haven't done it, because I wanted to put a new front pipe on it, exhaust front pipe, and I think that's got to come off to do the sump. And yeah, I haven't had the spare money to buy the new front pipe, so it may be a case of just doing the odd repair on the pipe that's on it. We'll see how that goes, but that's something I'd like to get done so I can get that out again. I'd like to use that car again because I love that car. But yeah, so that's just a few things that are going on. There's my other stuff in the shed at home, which if you look through my videos or if you watch me regular, you'll see the Lambretta, the Puches, the Yamaha MX100 and various other things. The list goes on. Here is my pile of mowers you saw earlier, and I shall be working my way through some of these. I'm probably going to do an engine swap on this and make it a 4-stroke rather than a 2-stroke. I don't really like doing that, but if I can get a 4-stroke engine on the deck, I might not be able to. If I can't, this will stay on here. But if I can, these parts are quite valuable nowadays. You can't get these parts. It's a Suzuki engine, and yeah, I broke a mower before that had one of these engines on and made quite good money out of the parts, like the recoil and coil and carburetor, and yeah, I sold a lot and did quite well. So I'm going to probably do that, but whether that plate allows me around there to fit a Quantum, I'll probably fit a Quantum on it. We will see. That will probably be a project in the shed at home at some point. A few nice ones here. Got a Rover mower there. It's a bit paint flake or scratched on the side. When I bought it, it had an Intec on, which was okay. It started okay. When it got hot, it didn't want to start. So I did a Honda conversion on it probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago and never sorted it out since. So that's one that will be sorted and will probably be for sale next year. I was told when I bought it, it had a new drive on it. So I don't think the driver's done a lot of work. There's a haterette there. Was going to keep that. Don't know. That one's a breaker, and so are a lot of these. Well, actually, that one's not. That's quite a nice little Honda HR173. But I'm not going to go through all of them. You've seen, if you're watching regularly, you've seen a lot of this stuff before. So, yeah, that's just got to be sorted through when I have a little bit of time. So, I'm not going to get bored. And then, to show you, this pile of shame's got to be sorted, as I mentioned earlier. So is this. And there's a bit of a smaller one over here. And there's some blowers and that I want to try and sort out. There may be some blower videos coming up on my other channel, mowers and stuff. I'll link that in the comments below if you want to pop over there. I have actually found some bits today for the blowers I'm trying to repair. But whether they'll come to anything or not, I don't know. It just depends what the pistons are like. And that one for a start, oh, no, it actually does move, but it's locked up in the bottom end. So we'll just have to have a look. I've got about 6, 7 of these, so I'd like to try and make 1 or 2 out of them. But if the cylinders are damaged too much, I can't do that because I can't seem to get the cylinder aftermarket, only genuine. You can buy replacement pistons, but not the cylinder. So I may land up breaking all the engines down and seeing which one has the best cylinder and reuse that, if they're not too scored. If I've got a little mark on them, I'm not too bothered. I've done that before and cleaned them up and sorted them. But we will see where we go with that. But yeah, lots going on, lots to do. But it's just, I need the time. But I'm pleased we've sorted out them boxes there today, because I have got the space to put my camper in. And there we go, there's another project as well. So I have got loads and loads of projects, loads of stuff to do. I don't think I'll ever get them all done, but we can only try. And when I have some time over the winter, because my day job's a gardener, if you didn't know, I have more time off in the winter. So now I've got this decent sized unit. Just show you around it quickly, hope you didn't get dizzy. And I have my helper over there. Give a little wave. We may be able to get some of these done. I'm gonna leave it there. I've gone on a bit too much now. So thanks for watching, and I'll be along with another video again soon. So it's bye from me, and I'll just walk you over here, and it's bye from Laura.
Bye.
Catch you later.